Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Emily if it is your first time here, and in today's video I'm going to be taking you guys through kind of the everyday makeup that I've been doing the past couple of weeks. So for context, I work two jobs, and I'm not going to say what the jobs are, but both of the jobs are pretty chill. I don't have to like get sweaty. Well, one of them sometimes I do, but I don't have to like do a whole lot for these jobs, so I don't really need my makeup to like last through like a lot of movement, sweat, stuff like that. I do like it to last a good amount of time throughout the day, just because I do have oily skin and I do get oily throughout the day, but I am not super focused on putting on a mask of makeup that then has to stay all day. And this is just a routine that I found that I can do very quickly, and I have a few key like super reliable products that I can use every single time that I do this little routine. And I'm hesitant to call it a routine because like in my mind calling it a routine means that I use the same products every single time I do this. I sit down and do it the same exact way, and that's not always true. I do like to switch up a few key products just because to me that keeps life interesting and keeps me actually interested in doing my makeup. So I will kind of call out the products that I do use every single time I do this, and the products that I kind of like to switch out and use like different stuff. So I'm just gonna start here, I guess. So I don't have anything on my skin yet. I haven't done any of my skin prep, so I'm going to start by putting on my SPF. This is the Innisfree Daily UV Defense Sunscreen. I just started using this recently, and so far I'm really liking it. It feels like it adds a good layer of moisture, but without making my skin feel like it actually has something on it, because I hate that feeling more than anything, especially in like skincare and SPFs. Like I don't want to feel the SPF sitting on my face, you know? Next, I'm going to do my lip prep. That is something that I do every single day no matter what. I'm going to be using a newer product for this. This is something that I do like to switch up. This is the Auric Beauty Plush Ritual Ceramide Lip Treatment, and I actually bought this probably like a week ago now. I've only had it since yesterday, but so far it is really nice, and I actually fully apply it with the jade spatula because it feels really good on my lip. The texture of this is like, oh my god, the texture of this feels like straight butter, and it has a really nice wear to it. Like once you wear it for a few hours, it doesn't just like completely slip off your lips and like disappear. It actually like feels like it's sinking in and actually like doing something for your lips that is like good, which that is my favorite type of like lip prep product. What I've been doing like under my foundation for like a primer step is actually the Farsali Quench Moisture Replenishing Serum. This is just really nice. It just makes my skin, oh, I can't talk today. Just makes my skin feel like nice and moisturized, and it's, again, it's not sticky. It doesn't feel sticky. It's like clear, and it's not super runny. Like it's kind of like a thicker serum texture. And the base product that I've been going in with is not, I wouldn't call it a matte like skin tint. It's a tint, but it definitely is not like dewy and glowy, and I find that sometimes it can like cling to some dryness, and it just doesn't wear well on top of like a mattifying face primer, which for a while I was using it with my Too Faced Primed and Peachy Cooling Matte Skin Perfecting Primer, which was in my project pan. I have finished it, so it's out of my project pan. This has kind of replaced it in the project pan. I off camera like real quick, because I think you guys have seen me do this 100,000,000 times. I'm going to use the Tula Skincare Rose Glow and Get It Cooling and Brightening Eye Balm, wow, and then my Auric Beauty Glow Lust in the shade Selenite, just on the tops of my cheekbone, just on the tops of my cheekbones and the high points of my face. So I also have been like kind of switching up the order that I do my makeup in recently. So I have been doing my whole base first before doing my eyes, which usually I do my eyes first and then all my base, but I've not been doing that, so I'm not going to do that today. So for my base product, I'm going to be using the Neutrogena Hydro Boost Hydrating Tint. I have mine in the shade Nude 40. This, I think, is definitely starting to get to the point where it's like a little bit too old, only because it started to oxidize really bad on me. Like, even just sitting on my skin before I like go in and blend it, you can see that it'll start to oxidize. Like, you can see already, like, that color difference is insane, and it didn't used to do this. I don't think it's breaking me out. I haven't really been breaking out more than I usually would, so I am still using it on my face, but I definitely, it's getting old, and it's in my project pan, which is why I'm trying to use it up. So I've been using it basically every single day, and I like the amount of coverage that it has. It has, I would say, sheer coverage, but that's kind of what I've been liking. I forgot to put my contacts in. It's unfortunate. And you can see, like, kind of as I blend out the color, it just looks a little darker, and like is kind of looks a little bit patchy. And I honestly at this point am just trying to use this product up because I've had it for a while and it's definitely not what it once was. I still like the way it wears, and like I said, it does not break me out. So I think it looks really nice on the skin, and I really enjoy it. So then I go in with an under eye corrector. Recently it's just been my Becca under eye brightening corrector. This is almost gone. And I actually do have a backup of this, which, happy that I have that, but that's kind of why I'm trying to like pan this product right now, is just because I know that I have a backup, and there's no way this is not expired at this point, but it doesn't irritate my skin or anything, so I say it is fine to keep using. I'm gonna take a pause real quick and hop off camera to put in my contacts before I get much further with my makeup, because that tends to not go well for me. All right, contacts are in, so we're good. Concealer is another thing that I tend to switch up day to day. I don't really have any sort of rhyme or reason for it. A lot of days I'll use my e.l.f. HD Lifting Concealer, which is in my project pan, but today I don't feel like using that, so I'm going to go in with my Maybelline Master Conceal Camouflaging Concealer. This is not my favorite concealer, but it is so close to being gone, and I have to like do this, like, it's so close to being gone, and I would love to get this out of my collection so that I can replace it with a new concealer. That's kind of the rule I have for myself at the moment, where I can buy new makeup if I use something up. Do I adhere 100% to that rule? No. But for the most part, that's what we're trying at the moment. To blend out my concealer recently, I've been super into my Rare Beauty concealer brush. Again, I kind of go through phases of what I use. Sometimes it's a beauty blender, sometimes it's my finger. Right now it's this brush. I will say this concealer does look really lovely when I remember to do all my skin prep steps. So like, I have sunscreen, and I have like a moisturizing sunscreen, I have a hydrating serum, I have eye cream, and an under eye corrector, basically all on my under eye right now. And this concealer is not looking as crusty, literally, as it usually does on me. Sometimes it can be very drying. I think we're having a good base day. Sometimes it does not go this well. Under eye powder, also switch this up. This is the Coty Airspun Loose Face Powder. This is in my project pan at the moment. I'm gonna use some of this, and I haven't been setting my under eyes as intensely as I have in the past recently. Just kind of give them a light dusting of powder. Sitting here powdering my face, and I just realized I forgot to do my eyebrows. What I've been enjoying doing the most for my eyebrows recently is, before I even prime my face, even before I put my SPF on, I take my my Got to Be Glued styling spiking gel, and like, I just set these bad boys into place, and they do not budge. But when I forget to do that, I just go in with my We Are Fluid Browsy Brow Gel and just give them a good comb through. I'm almost out of this, and I'm trying to decide if I actually want to repurchase it, because I really did enjoy this brow gel. I feel like it has a really nice hold to it, surprisingly, because usually I find that brow gels like this don't have a very strong hold. So I have been lightly setting the rest of my face as well, just some key areas. So I'm just going to take like this sort of brush, and this is my AOA Studio Perfect Finishing Press Powder. Mine is shattered into 1.5 million pieces, so I cannot hold it up, but I just kind of set a few key spots where like a little bit of reinforcement, which for me is kind of my smile line area. I don't like looking shiny there. Usually my chin, and then I'll take this also kind of the center of the forehead. And I know that is like quite a bit of powder that I put on, and I do look matte, but I still feel like I have a nice like glow from within, and I feel like doing my makeup this way with not as much powder just helps it to wear a little glowier throughout the day, which I have also really been enjoying recently. I am going to give myself a spray with my setting spray, and typically I would use my MAC Fix Plus in the shade like Gold Light or something, but I don't enjoy the way that this looks on camera. It literally just looks like I have little glitters all over my face. So I'm going to go in with a different setting spray today, and this is the Rare Beauty Always an Optimist 4-in-1 Mist. I have a couple different eye looks that I have been kind of going in between. Obviously, I'm just going to do one in today's video. So above all else, I prime my eyes. This is the Alamar Cosmetics Pero Primero Eyeshadow Primer. And I just put a little bit of this on, and I do not set it as of late. Sometimes I really enjoy setting it. Sometimes I don't. Recently, I have not been setting it. I enjoy this eyeshadow primer because it kind of like color corrects my eyelids just a little bit, but you can still see like some of my natural eyelid color you can still see some of my natural eyelid color kind of coming through, which I enjoy. I think it was when Desi Perkins did a video with Sir John, who is Beyonce's makeup artist, and he was talking about how he doesn't really like to like prime eyelids in a way that cancels out every bit of color that is in them, because he finds that that can like add to the look. And I think about that occasionally. I agree. I like it sometimes. Sometimes I don't. It honestly just depends on the way the wind's blowing. For the eye look today, I also just got this in my Auric order. So typically what I'll do, I have 3 different eye looks that'll go to. So the first one is just using my Dream Street palette. Did you just walk through the back of my video?
I'm sorry.
How dare you?
I knew it was gonna be awkward as soon as I was on my bike, and I'm like, oh my god, she started filming. This is so awkward.
My eyebrows look wonky as hell today. Do you ever like have to inspect your face really close to see if you have wrinkles yet?
No.
I do that every couple of months. I don't have wrinkles, by the way. The first look that I'll do sometimes is just with my ColourPop Dream Street palette. I am currently working on panning this shade. As you can see, I have hit pan in the first 2 shades, so now I'm on this one. So I'll just kind of do a really simple look using that. The second one is a little bit more in depth, and it is with my Odin's Eye Elva eyeshadow palette, and it's not like in depth, it just has a few more strategic placements. So I'll take one of or all of these kind of lighter transition shades and just put that through my crease. Then I will take a shimmer and just put it in like the front of my eyelid, like right here, and then I'll do a wing. I've been doing a wing with all of these looks, so a wing, and then I have also basically every day been wearing little tiny outer corner lashes because I just think it's so cute. So that is the second look that I will do. And then the third look, which is the one I'm going to do today, is just a one and done eyeshadow all over my lid wing and then the outer corner lashes. So for my one and done eyeshadow today, I'm going to be using the Auric Beauty Smoke Reflect in the shade Defiance. And I just picked this up in the order that I got with the lip stuff, and which, by the way, my lips aren't as like glossy as they were before, but they feel so nice and moisturized now. So I just picked this up. I have now every product that Auric has, and I have no regrets because they are all actually amazing. I'm thinking I might want to do like an Auric like brand overview video. I think that'd be fun because I really enjoy their products. So I'm just taking some of the cream shadow, which is a really pretty kind of bronze shade, and I'm going to take that first with my finger and kind of press and start to blend a little bit with my finger. And then I will take a blending brush. This is just, Joel just started playing music in the shower. That's what that is, and there's not a whole lot I can do about it. So then I will just start to blend the edge of this. I will say, I'm not a huge cream eyeshadow person. I just filmed my declutter, which I don't think when I'm filming this is up yet, but hopefully I'll be able to get it up today. I just filmed my declutter and I got rid of most of my cream eyeshadows just because they're not super my journey. I don't like having to put effort into my eyeshadow, and if I'm reaching for a cream eyeshadow, it's because I don't want to put effort into my eyeshadow that day. But these Auric ones are super nice and they don't set down super fast, which is an issue that I find with most cream eyeshadows, which is why I got rid of them, that like you can't actually like get in there and blend them, which is super annoying. But that was super easy and it looks oh so pretty. Like, did you see how easy it was to get like a smooth blend? It's so, they're so nice. They're so nice. Okay, I very politely asked him to turn down his music and he did. So that's nice. So I'm just going to pick up a tiny bit of the eyeshadow on the brush that I blended it with, and I don't want a ton on there, and I'm going to use this to put it right here just a little bit. Okay, so I know you're all waiting for me to put the topper on. I'm gonna do my eyeliner first. Only because I sometimes don't like putting my eyeliner on over a super sparkly eyeshadow because I don't love that it can then make my eyeliner look a little sparkly. I don't love a sparkly liner if that's not what I'm like actively going for, and today I don't think it is. So this is something I've been doing every day, same product every day. This is the Nobla Serial Liner Precision Liquid Waterproof Eyeliner. This is my favorite eyeliner at the moment. It is so easy to work with. It has a brush tip, which is my favorite, and I haven't been bringing the wing in like at all. It's literally just been an outer corner wing. If you mess up, it's okay. It literally happens to all of us. So I just take something that's like doesn't really have a color to it and that's a little bit creamy. Like, as you can see, I scuffed up that flick. So I'm taking like a flat paddle brush. I actually don't know if I want that one. This is the one I want. This is the Alamar like little paddle brush thing. So I'll just pick up something that's light and creamy. This is my Becca Under Eye Corrector. And I'll just clean that up. Super easy to fix. And now I have a nice wing. This was a very good eyeliner day. That was super easy for me. And some days it's not. And I will be completely honest with you, sometimes my eyeliner turns out looking terrible, but today it worked out nicely, which I appreciate. Thanks, eyeliner. I am gonna fill my eyebrows in a little bit. Some days I do this, some days I don't. Today I'm feeling like I want to do it, so that's what I'm doing. And I typically use a different product every time I do my eyebrows. Today I'm using my ABH Dip Brow Pomade in the shade Chocolate. This is a little bit newer to me. I think I got it in a BoxyCharm, but I don't dislike it. I think it's not super hard to work with, and it is a really good color. I do like the color of this a lot, especially because I do like having my eyebrows just a little bit darker, just because I think I like the way it looks with my lighter hair. So I'll just kind of fill in anywhere I feel like I need just like more color, essentially. Okay, the moment we've all been waiting for. We are going to put the topper on my cream eyeshadow, and it's going to transform it and take it to a whole other level that none of you have seen coming. Yes, this is what I wanted. This is what I wanted. That is so freaking pretty. Oh my goodness, this shit is magic. That's it. That's really it for the eyeshadow. Sometimes I'm taking a really long time to do this today just because I have the time and I'm filming it for YouTube, but usually I'm like zipping through this. Sometimes I'll take the shade Moony from the ColourPop palette and use that to highlight my brow bone. Why not do it today? And then I do love me an inner corner highlight. Spoiler alert, we're using the Rem Beauty highlight in the shade Miss Mercury on my face today, so that's what I'm going to use to highlight the inner corners of my eyes. I like having all my makeup kind of tied together, so there's another trick that I do right at the end that I will show you guys. We'll get there, to kind of tie everything together to make it, I just think it looks a little bit more cohesive on my face, and I enjoy that. So I take my face highlighter and use it to highlight the inner corners of my little eyeballs. So I'm gonna put a little bit of mascara on real quick. Lancome Monsieur Big mascara, and I'm almost out of it, which is totally fine because I have a ton of mascaras and I want to work through them. So I don't spend a whole lot of time focusing on putting on mascara like I usually would, because I am putting on those inner or those outer corner lashes. So I'll spend a little bit more time making the inner part of my eyelashes look nice, but usually I spend a lot of time putting on mascara and focusing on the outer corners, but because I'm putting on the lashes, I don't really need to. Now I'm going to put the little outer corner lashes on. These are just some Ardell Demi Wispies that I cut in half, and no, I just use them on my outer corners. Then I use the Duo Brush On Adhesive with Vitamins. Your lashes go on a lot easier when you're actually putting them on the right, like the correct dye.
That does sound like it would be helpful.
Yes. Cheek products are also something that I kind of switch up every day. So meaning that I use something different every day for my cheek products. So for my bronzer, I'm using my Maybelline City Bronzer. This is like almost a little too light for me at the moment, but we shall make it work. Minion or DeBob? Minion? Why are you putting your keys in your pocket like you're going somewhere?
I am going somewhere.
Where?
Work?
When?
In like 45 minutes.
Well, damn. See, like, you can't really tell that I'm putting on bronzer, but like you kind of can, which sometimes I like that look, and I think it's gonna be cute for today's look because the whole thing is kind of a little bit more muted. So for my first round of blush, there will be 2 rounds today. I'm gonna be doing the Buxom Wanderlust Primer Infused Blush in Mykonos.
Oh, not the Mykonos.
Mykonos.
Oh shit.
And this, I'm kind of focusing the higher parts of my cheekbone and towards the back of my cheek. Almost like, people have been focusing on blush placement a lot, so almost like you want to lift your face. That's where I put my first round of blush, no matter what the color is. I will take a little bit on my nose. I cannot resist a blushy nose. And then for my highlighter, Run Beauty Miss Mercury. Really have been working it into the brush and then like tapping it off because I feel like it just applies it a lot smoother. And I love a nice smooth highlight. And the one thing I haven't been doing recently is highlighting my chin. I feel like it's been looking really weird, so I've just been skipping it. And then last but not least, for the lips. So I'm gonna wipe off where any leftover like Plush Ritual is, just like where I line my lips. And then I'm taking the Juvia's Place lip liner in the shade Sweet Nothing to line my lips. And then for my lipstick today, taking the Nabla lipstick in the shade Metropolitan. And then for the second blush, because I did mention there would be a second round of blush, this is a trick I've seen Katie Jane Hughes use. And I know that a lot of like pro makeup artists do this. After they put on the client's lipstick, they'll take a little blush brush, borrow some of the lipstick, and just tap it on the cheeks just to tie everything together even more. And it doesn't add a ton of color, but it's like carries the tones throughout your face a little bit more, which I think looks really, really good. Bring it up over the bridge of my nose. Just kind of get it all over the place. Sometimes I have to go in and put on a little bit more lipstick. Today, I think it looks really nice. And this is just kind of the everyday sort of makeup look I've been doing. I know that putting this much makeup on daily is unrealistic for most people. I just feel like I'm in a really privileged position where I can like put on makeup most days if I want to, but like I do recognize that this is like pretty unrealistic for most people. But you know, I just thought it'd be fun. I like watching videos like this. If you enjoyed this video, I hope you will give it a thumbs up and subscribe before you go, and hopefully I will see you in my next one. Bye.